Hey God Health family. So I'm coming today and I want to share with you some really easy tips. But just as an introduction, I'm Zelda. I decided about a year and a half ago, last December, that enough was enough. My family and I needed to get healthy. And so we've dropped 90 pounds combined and kept it off for over a year now. And the best part is that it's been easy, and it stayed off, but that it's not just about the food. And it wasn't just about losing weight. It's so much more, and it's been such an incredible journey for us to be on, and we're so excited about it. But today, I am gonna demo some really easy lean and green ideas. Some really awesome, quick tips on how to make a lot of food in a really short amount of time. Because that's one of the best things about program is that we learn that it's not just about the food, and who wants to take a lot of time making food, right? We don't have weeks and weeks and hours to prep. So here I am in my kitchen. The first thing that I'm gonna show you is something that can be used, as I've done this, as an idea to carry you through a good 3 to 4 days. One meal prep, and you've got 3 to 4 days worth of cooking food. So I've got rinsed mushrooms that took me under a minute to rinse, and I'm just gonna pop them in my pan. Some fresh garlic, gonna throw that in just for flavor, and a whole chicken. Now what I put on top of the whole chicken is I put a little bit of salt, pepper, and fresh thyme, and it gives it really great flavors without using a lot of condiments. And one of the things that I love is the chicken itself has a ton of flavor. This is gonna go in the oven a little bit later, and I'm gonna cook it on 350 for about an hour and a half, covered the entire time except for the last 10 minutes to give it some color. And this will do about 3 to 4 meals. So that's an awesome part about that. 3 to 4 meals, super, super easy, guys, okay? And if you're like, hey, that's what'll feed my family, and this is what I'm making for dinner, then pop 2 in the oven. 2 for the price of 1, right? I love doing that. I love double prepping so that I have leftovers. Because when you have leftovers in the fridge, that means you're not cooking every day. And I don't know about you guys, I'm not a fan of cooking every day, as much as I like to cook and feed people. So, moving along, some other really simple, easy preps. So I always start out with my scale. My scale goes down on my counter, and I've already pre-measured my arugula. But what I love about the scale, and I'm gonna actually take the arugula, I'll use a different container. What I love about the scale is that you put your container on the scale if you're making a salad. Well, we're gonna wait for the container. And then once your container's on the scale, you zero out the scale. And just hit the 0 button, and once that's zeroed out, I just add vegetables. And as I'm adding veggies, so for example, the arugula, which came out to 0.7, which is exactly 2 servings of arugula, I'm gonna zero it out again, but I don't have to do any math. Now I'm gonna add some tomatoes, which is 2.63, 2, 6, there we go. And now I'm done, but I'm not done yet, right? I'm gonna zero it out again, and I'm gonna add my chicken. And I'm allowed 6 ounces. These are pre-cooked chicken breasts. I buy a family pack of thin ones. I bake them in the oven with a little bit of salt and pepper, and that's it. And I stick them back in the freezer. So I can just have an easy lean and green to just grab. And if I'm talking too fast, please let me know. I'm from New York, we do that sometimes. So that's 2.7, 4.8, 6.5, so that's 6.1, and 6 ounces exactly. Now this is ready for a yummy salad dressing. If I want, I'll cut up the chicken. We'll see what I'm in the mood for. Okay, super easy, super, super simple. Another one that I really like to do, my handy dandy container, is tuna. Tuna, what's great about tuna is that I prep it in advance, I weigh it, and then I add mayonnaise, low-fat mayo, which is the healthy fat. In this one I have scallions, So when I do this, I just add some spinach into my bowl, maybe the vegetables. As you guys saw, it took me under a minute to prep all of that. So that was really under a minute to make a salad. When I used to meal prep, I had done other diets. Many of us have, right? And when I used to meal prep, I would take hours. I can meal prep for both me, my husband, and my daughter in 5 minutes, under 5 minutes in the morning or the night before if I'm being super organized. And I could do it in about 15 minutes on a Sunday for the entire week. I have 15 minutes. Most of us have 15 minutes. So it takes a little bit of backtrack organizing, but honestly, we just have a repertoire of what we eat, what we like to eat, and what's easy and healthy. And then sometimes I make up changes, and that's awesome too. Okay, another really yummy, easy thing that I like to do, broccoli. And I'm talking about fresh broccoli, not cooked, because it takes me a few more minutes to eat it, and I find that sometimes I can be a little bit of a fast eater. So if I want to slow down a little bit, I'm gonna get some broccoli, fresh broccoli. Weigh it out, which is 1.5 ounces. Whoops, that's a lot, sorry. 1.5 is 3. There you go, almost. I hate when that happens. You're like, oh, it's so tiny. But I even do. So this is exactly 3. And I weighed that out, I added it to it. What I do like to also throw in is maybe some roasted eggplant, and I'll either have that with some eggs or egg whites or chicken. Again, keeping it, choose your own protein that you love and you have in the fridge and that it's easy for you. But always have like some extra stuff lying around. Keeping it super simple so that you can be super successful. Another salad that I like to make, we'll go back to the salads for a second, is we've got our arugula, which you guys already know I'm a fan of. And it's what's in my house. I have my half a cup of cucumbers. I actually bought myself one of these contraptions that it's like a chopper. It just chops the veggies up in 2 seconds. Add that to my half a cup. And I'm gonna slice up some eggs, right? These are 3 eggs. Now we can only have on 5 and 1. You can only have 3 eggs once a week, but it makes a super easy salad once a week. And I'm done. And I'll add a dressing that's a condiment and not a healthy fat. So that makes it super easy and simple. And then the last 2 suggestions I wanted to make are cheese sticks and egg beaters. So cheese sticks are a great option. I wouldn't do it all the time, but again, like a once a week kind of option where you're running, you really don't have time to prep. I grab 3 to 4 cheese sticks, make sure that the company that you're choosing, the fat is the right amount, and there are different companies that are listed that are allowed. 3 to 4 cheese sticks, and I'll grab some cucumbers, let's say. And again, super easy to make some super healthy choices, and grabbing a cheese stick takes 5 seconds. Cucumber, maybe a minute, because I need to weigh it. And I'll weigh it without cutting it, and I'll just eat it like this. And then egg beaters, I started buying egg beaters. I get mine at Costco, but what I like about them is that it's so easy to make an omelet with 2 ounces of low-fat cheese, and it's so delicious, and I saute up some spinach. Again, so easy, so delicious, so simple, guys. One of the best things we all love about program is the simplicity of it, so let's keep it that way. And if anybody wants any recipes for anything I spoke about, I'd be happy to post it. Let me know. Have an amazing day, and we'll be in touch.